So, welcome back, lead coders. Our today's problem is permutation in a string. Given two strings S1 and S2, return true if S2 contains a permutation of S1 or false otherwise. It's basically like we are going to check the elements of each character of S1, and then we are going to compare the characters of S1 with the characters present in S2, and we're going to check if they are present in it in a permutation order. Like, for example, if it could be BA as well, it could be AB, but it should be contiguous, right? And that's how we're going to return true or false. For example, A and B, I'm going to check for AB or BA in it. So let's see. And the way of checking is the thing that mainly matters here. So we're going to use a sliding window technique. So that works like, for example, I have this string and I'm going to compare this string with substrings of S2. Substrings of S2 basically like the whole string as well, or its sub values. And the way I'm going to do is a sliding window technique with sliding window technique. For example, I have the length of 2 here, right? There are two characters here. So now I'm going to compare two characters each time. For example, I'm going to compare these two characters with these two, and let's see. No, they are not equal. Now let's move to ID, AB, ID, no, not equal. DB, AB, no, not equal. BA and AB, yeah, it looks similar. So, and they are contiguous as well, and I will return true. So one thing we need to remember is that S2's length should always be greater than equal to S2, S1. So without wasting any further time, we can check this example as well, and we can move to the coding part as well. For example, AB, there is no AB or BA in, for example, no AB here, no BA. So they have an O in it. So we can be making it as true. So it's false. So without wasting any time, let's move to the coding part. For the very first thing, I will be doing for the very first thing, I'll be just moving if S1 dot length is greater than S2 dot length. So without proceeding further, I'll be just checking it. Return false. If S1's length is greater than S2, then I can compare the elements, right? All of the elements of S1 will not be present in S2 because S2 is smaller. So I'll return false. Now I'll take a frequency array. So in frequency array, new int, and it should be the length of 26. Why 26? Because English alphabets have 26 characters, right? Smaller alphabets, and we are just dealing with small alphabets here. So that's why I'm taking a frequency array of 26 length. For int I is equal to 0, I smaller than S1 dot length I plus plus. I'll be iterating to the S1, and wherever I find, I'll be increasing the frequency of S1 dot get I minus A. Why minus A? Because it goes to the index 0 all the time. So like, for example, if a character is A minus A will be 0th index. So it will be increasing it will be incrementing the frequency of a 0th index. And then it will be, for example, if it's B minus A will be 1, and it will be because 98, because ASCII value of an A is 97 and ASCII value of B will be 98, and it will be incrementing the frequency of a first index, one index. So that's how we increase the frequencies of we took each character of S1 and we increased its frequency one by one. Now main thing is gonna be in this loop now. So now I'm taking another frequency 2 array, and same, it's gonna have 26, and I'll be taking 2 pointers. Int I is equal to 0, j is equal to 0. So basically I and J will be my, I will be my left pointer, J will be my right pointer. So I'm running between these two windows, from I to J. How I'm running, I'll explain you right now. While my J is smaller than S2 dot th. So basically, I'm traversing through second array. I mean, second string, right? I'm traversing through each character of a second string. So while traversing it, I should not be going out of the bound. So that's why I'm having this limit. Like my my right pointer should not be exceeding S2's limit. So while entering here, I will be increasing the frequency same in the same way, but here I'm going to increase the frequencies of the characters in of s2 dot char at j minus a. Yeah, I'll be increasing the frequencies of gth characters because I'm going from, because initially I and j are at the same point, and then j will be increasing one by one. I will be staying there, and then I'll be moving I according to my window. I'll explain you further. So I increase the frequencies of the right pointer because it's going to the towards right. And let's increase the frequency. And first condition first, if my size of I j point so right pointer minus left pointer plus one, because it's zero based indexing. So I'm checking if my size of this window, meanwhile if j reaches, if, for example, if I and j is starting from a, right? If j reaches here 1, that is 1 minus 0, I will be at a and j is at b. And if j minus I, 1 minus 0 plus 1 reaches it, if I get two elements here, so s1 dot, if I have created that window, then I'm going to check the frequencies. So there is a method in arrays class. I'm going to check if arrays dot equals iq and true. If they are equal, then return true. So basically I'm doing is, this is my windows size. So right pointer minus left pointer. If, for example, right pointer reaches here and left pointer is here, and left pointer is still at a, and then I'm doing right pointer minus left pointer, that is 1 minus 0 plus 1. So yeah, that's the size of the string. And with respect to that, I have increased my frequencies of second array as well. So if the frequencies of first array matches the frequencies of the second array, then I'm returning true. Otherwise, I have other conditions. If j minus I plus 1 is smaller than s1 dot th, if it's smaller, then I'm just incrementing my window size. Then I'm just moving my right pointer, and my left pointer is at the same position, but I'm incrementing my right pointer to increase my window size. Else, if anything doesn't pass, I mean, if my window size is same, or if this condition doesn't match, right? Like, for example, the window size is same, and I have reached my window size and it's not true, then I will be just going towards my last condition where I am incrementing, I am decreasing the last element. For example, here these are smaller elements. I'll show you right now. Let's see what's happening here first. Frequency of 2 s2 dot char at I char at j, frequency dot char at j uh minus a. I'll be subtracting it and I'll be doing I plus plus and j plus plus. Here I have to do I, my bad. Otherwise, I'll be coming out of my loop and I'll be returning false. I'll explain you like how did I reach to this condition. Let's see if it passes that case. Yeah, it's running, it's giving me true. And yes, it's passed. It got accepted. Let's run it one more time. Yeah, it's passed. So basically, why I'm decrementing the array, I mean character at A, I'm gonna show you right now here in my test cases. For example, I have taken my test cases E, B, C. Okay. So for example, my I is here and my J is here. And this is my window. For example, this is my window size 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is my window size, right? But then I need to move forward. I didn't get my expected results. Then I'm moving to the next character. So for that, I have to delete E. That's what I'm doing here. I'm deleting my ith element, my left pointer's character, and then I'm moving I and J. So my window size is remaining the same, but I'm basically moving my whole window. So basically, I'm decrementing E, then I'm moving from I, J, I, D, B, O, O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is what I'm doing in the else statement. I'm just I'm just deleting the first element, I mean left pointer's element, and then moving forward and adding the next element. That's what is happening here by adding the element of character at J and then increment and then checking with frequency one character and two array. And if their frequencies are matching, then we are returning true, else we are returning false. We can run this test case as well. It should be returning false here. Yes, it's returning false. So this was it. So if you like my video, just like it and share it and subscribe my